out of 17 because we ran out of time and we had to do a whole bunch of cool parkour stuff, including doing damage to yourself when you're in the dojo. That's not a bug, that's a feature. All right.
Realism.
Yeah, it's realism, exactly. Okay, so big stuff in 18. We're going to do the solar map rework. I'm kind of a little bit drunk, so I'm going to slur it. We're going to make. We're going to try to reduce the grind by making you face different stuff. We've talked about this a lot, that you're always in the void, looking for the high-end stuff. We're going to spread that back through the solar system. We're going to give you, well, I think we kind of, personally, I think I kind of screwed up the new user experience. You know, you get those planets, you have no idea which way to go. And that if you remember the solar map before that had that kind of road, right?
It was more classic.
Yeah, it was kind of sort of better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of work in the middle of the solar system, which I thought was cool, but it's harder for. We're always struck this balance, right? I have a list of veteran players who want to optimize fighting level 200 enemies, but I think we need to keep new people coming in as well. So we're going to have the road back. We're going to have a more obvious progression. But for veterans, we're going to create a thing we are calling sorties, which is you have a week long to kind of travel this high-end road, which has a couple forks for really hard stuff, better rewards, and I know Glenn has a lot of cool ideas for things like defense, where kind of you need to wear a diaper to kind of play it. So we're going to try to. Yeah, pink shorts or a diaper. Pink shorts are quite absorbent. We're going to be doing a lot of that stuff with the solar map rework, and it's going to take patience from I think a lot of you vets. The second thing is the new faction. Oh my God, it's 2.5 years. We need a new faction, and so the Tombs of the Sentient. Hunhao the Sentient is going to be reassembling himself. If you finish the Nata quest, you know that he's kind of waking up. And he's so sorry, no spoilers. I was careful there. So I think we're gonna have this new faction, and he's actually really geared towards vets. There's a lot of adaptation in that enemy design, and hopefully we can really challenge you guys, and I think that'll be super interesting. And then the last thing I'll mention, there's a bunch of crap, but
that's the best.
The last thing is going to be a quest called The Second Dream. And The Second Dream is basically going to be the most important fucking quest you've ever played in Warframe because it's going to be a cinematic quest. Everyone's clapping until they try to play it go off. But anyway. It's going to be a cinematic quest, and it's going to answer the questions that y'all been asking me for about 2.5 years. Who are the 10 out for real? Right? What is actually happening with the Warframes? It's going to be the most megaton quest we've ever done. And yeah, I won't say anything more about it. It's going to be that'll be one to avoid spoilers on for sure.
Goosebumps, man.
Yeah, cool. So look forward to that. There's a reason why we built a full model of Lotus for this quest. There's a lot of really crazy old lore that's going to finally pay off. I know there's probably more than a few people that have kind of formed what it is, and oh my God, I just noticed that fucking awesome helmet. That is awesome. Right, so that's what 18 is. We got the new map, a new faction, and we have the first cinematic quest we'll ever do in Warframe. I really hope that's a moment to remember for you guys. And to who?
To me.
The bingo card box.
Woo!
Hit the bingo card box. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to say is just thank you for giving me, personally, my dream job, because I've worked on this game for 2.5 years, and most of the time after you work on a game for 2.5 years, you say, I never want to fucking touch this thing again, and on to the next thing. But your passion, your enthusiasm, your curiosity, I mean, it's crazy to go, they actually are wondering why Ortis said this. They actually think Ortis is level 10,000 on the drunk scale. That sort of crazy ins and outs of this idea that we had. To see you guys latch onto that and be interested in it is so humbling and flattering, and it's very rare that you can make a game and have it live for this long, that I can come to Gamescom and see familiar faces. And so I want to thank all of you. I hope you feel that is sincere, because it really is a special moment for me tonight to meet people with Founders shirts, to meet people that I've seen before, and to show you my sweaty pits. Thank you all.